Hello viewers, welcome to the lecture series on CAN protocol. This is the fourth video in the lecture series. In this video, we are going to see CAN extended frame format. So let's get started. This is the frame format for a CAN extended frame format, which is having 29-bit identifier. As compared to the standard frame format, this message also consists of 7 main fields, which includes start of the frame, arbitration field, control field, data field, CRC field, acknowledgement field, finally end of frame field. So coming to the start of the frame, it is similar to the standard frame format. It indicates the beginning of the CAN frame. It is 1 bit in length and it is always dominant bit. Provides the falling edge for hard synchronization for transmitter and receiver. So the frame format for standard and extended frame difference will be in the arbitration field. Here in the extended frame format, the identifier field is 29-bit. It is divided into two fields, but in case of standard frame format, it is only 11-bit. So coming to the extended frame format's arbitration field, this field has 4 subfields. Base ID field, this is the base ID field. It is 11-bit in size. The order of transmission is MSB first, and it is equivalent to the format of the standard identifier. The base ID defines the extended frame's base priority. Coming to the second field, it is called as SRR bit, abbreviated as substitute remote request bit. The SRR bit is a reserved bit. It is transmitted in the extended frame at the position of the RTR bit in the standard frame, and so substitutes of the RTR bit in the standard frame. During the collision of the standard frame and extended frame, the base ID of which are same, say both the standard frame's base ID and the extended frame's base ID are identifier fields are same, which are resolved in such a way that the standard frame prevails the extended frame. Mean to say, standard frame is transmitted first, then the extended frame will be transmitted. Coming to the next field of the arbitration field, that is IDE field, abbreviated as identifier extension bit. It basically belongs to the arbitration field for extended format, but IDE bit in the standard frame format belongs to the control field. The IDE bit in the extended frame format is transmitted always recessive. Recessive means logical 1. Whereas in standard frame format, the IDE bit is always dominant. Next comes the RTR bit, abbreviated as a remote transmission request bit. RTR is a dominant bit for data frame and recessive for the remote frame. Coming to the next field called as control field. The control field is 6-bit wide, and first 2 bits called as R1, R2 are reserved, and the next field is called as data length code. This basically defines the size of the data that is present in the data field, and it is 4-bit in wide, and the permissible amount of data transmission varies from 0 to 8 byte, and above that the numbers are not considered. And say if all the 4 bits are D, number of bytes transmitted is 0. If one LSB bit is R, rest of all are D, it is a 1 byte transmission, and so on. Coming to the next field, that is a data field, consists of information which is to be transmitted. The size can vary from 0 to 8 bit. As I told in the previous section, transmission bits start with MSB first. CRC field. It consists of 15 bits CRC field used for the error detection, that is whether the data is corrupted or not, and uses a 15th order polynomial with a generator function as shown here. 1 bit delimiter is used to indicate the end of the CRC field, and it is always recessive. The next field is acknowledgement field. It is 2-bit in wide. The first bit is called as ACK slot, the second bit is called ACK delimiter. The ACK bit is dominant for transmission and recessive for reception. The ACK delimiter indicate the end of the ACK field and it is always recessive. The last field is called as end field, consists of 7 consecutive recessive bits, that is logic 1 indicates the end of the extended data frame. I hope this was useful. Thank you. Have a nice day.